Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having water, and tonight I'll be discussing Sleeper by Georgia C. Leigh. This is a book I received as an ARC, but of course I'm giving my honest opinion. These are the tropes and the content warnings. My rating for this book is 3.75, so what's it about? So this book is about Aurora, who was attacked one night walking home by a stranger and a creature that could best be described as a demon. What she doesn't realize is this attack on her was an unsanctioned one, and it has caught the eyes of not just those in heaven, but hell as well. In response, a shade by the name of Zane has been dispatched to investigate and walk her dreams for clues to see if her attacker is really a demon. As he walks in her dreams to figure out what has happened, he starts to uncover the woman that is Aurora and finds her to be a complex woman who is stifled by the religious teachings that she had growing up, but is trying to break free and find her true self. But in trying to get to know her and breaking through all the barriers that she has set up to protect herself, she forces him to question his indifferences that have kept him in limbo for thousands of years. However, in his investigation, Zane uncovers a plot decades in the making with Rory at the center of it that could lead to the destruction of the celestial realms. But with the saving of the realms will come an impossible choice that will change Zane's fate and everything he holds dear. So what are my thoughts? Again, I'm giving this a 3.75. Now I want to say not every book is for every reader, and not every book by an author you enjoy is going to be the book for you. I love Georgia's writing. I really enjoy her Shadow and Light series, and I enjoyed the first book in this series, Beastly. But for this book, I just didn't completely vibe with it, mostly around the romance between the two main characters, Aurora and Zane. I just personally didn't see the chemistry between them romantically or sexually until like the last couple chapters. But other than that, for me, I just didn't vibe with them. Now, if this had been a straight fantasy book, I probably would have given this a 4.5, because the plot and the twists that were happening, Georgia is just amazing when it comes to twist and turns. So with the plot aspect, I did enjoy it with this book. Now, for the characters, this book centers a lot around deconstruction of religion and purity culture and segueing into sexual awakening. So, with Aurora, she is working and has been for a while with a therapist to unlearn all that toxicity that's been dumped into her head. And I will say, while she has made progress, at times it felt like she has only barely scratched the surface and isn't really emotionally ready, because she would be so in her head about her interactions with Zane or other male characters that it just stopped her from forming connections, which again was the big issue I had, not with Aurora as a character, but as Aurora as a romantic partner to Zane. Also, her situation was horrible, and it's really highlighted by the fact that I know people have been through things like she's been through. Like, I wanted to kick her dad's ass for everything he put her and her mother through and everything she went through growing up, as well as her previous marriage. Like, all that bullshit just made my heart break for her. And again, I really enjoyed her as a character. Now, I will say Zane is a character that I have some mixed feelings about. At the start, he does a couple things towards Aurora that, based on his perspective, made them feel a little disingenuous. But where he really shined for me was everything he was doing to try and uncover these plots, not just for heaven and hell's sake, but also to protect Aurora. So that's where he really shined for me. As well, when I started to believe the romance between these two, it was due to the actions and the lengths that he went to make sure they were reunited. So I definitely enjoyed the plot, and I enjoyed the characters separately, but together, I will admit their chemistry wasn't there. But just because this wasn't the book for me doesn't mean it's not the book for you, and I strongly encourage you to give it a try for yourself. It will be available April 29th, so give it a try, and I hope you love it. And I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.